Today on Lightsaber Life, we're reviewing Gungi's lightsaber from Disney's Legacy Lightsaber line at Galaxy's Edge. How light is it? Can you spin it? What's it made of? And what two things make this a first for Disney Legacy Lightsabers? I'm gonna answer all those questions and more. Stick around, we're gonna have a good time. Here's where the fun begins.
This weapon is your life.
The weapon of the Jedi Knight.
I see you have constructed a new lightsaber.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Josiah Leroy, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, as my mom always called me growing up. Before we get to unboxing and reviewing the lightsaber, I just want to say thanks for visiting my channel. If you could take a moment to like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment on what you think about this video today. It goes a long way in telling YouTube that small creators like me are worth giving a shot, so thank you. I also want to say thanks to Brian Doyle for lending us today's product to review. I know you're sitting there and you've got one burning question on your mind above anything else. Obi-Wan, I want you to be honest with me. Who is Gungi? Gungi is a Jedi Padawan Wookiee during the Clone Wars. You could even see him featured in a few Clone Wars episodes in Season 5. He, along with Ahsoka and Yoda, go to the Caves of Ilum to find their Kyber crystals and create their very own lightsabers, much like the lightsaber you're gonna see today. Our good old friend Hu Yang helps our Padawans learn how to build these lightsabers. Fun fact, you can also see Gungi featured in the Bad Batch. If you wanna see a lightsaber review from a different line of retail, check out Hasbro's The Black Series Rey lightsaber review right there, or if you're into really rare collectibles, check out our 1 in 4,000 collector's edition of the Shin Hati and Balin Skull Disney Legacy lightsabers. As always, our quick retail recap. This is a Disney Legacy lightsaber. You'll get this at Galaxy's Edge. You can buy it in the parks at Disney or online. This lightsaber doesn't have all the high-end bells and whistles you might see on a NeoPixel lightsaber, for example. So keep everything in check here, but know that these are still quality products. All right, let's get to it. All right, so first we've got our standard Disney Legacy lightsaber case here. Nothing to write home about, but I will say, I'm a big fan of how these protect the lightsabers, especially if you are visiting Disney World or Disneyland. You know that your lightsaber is going to be in good shape. Now here up front, as I mentioned in previous reviews, you'll see a unique logo for every single one of the Legacy lightsabers. This one is meant to symbolize the planet Kashyyyk, the homeworld of the Wookiees, and where we, of course, see our friend Chewbacca later on. All right, folks, so before we open this up, quick backstory. This lightsaber dropped November 30th, 2024, so it's only about 5 months old, give or take. This was a complete surprise. Gungi is not a prominent character in the Clone Wars series, or any Star Wars lore for that matter, but the arc that he's in is one of the most popular in the Clone Wars. The lightsaber retails for $159, doesn't come with a blade. I recommend the 31-inch here, as we're gonna light up shortly, but I gotta say, when I saw this lightsaber at first online, I looked at it and I thought it looked cheap. I didn't think that it was going to jive. I thought the emitter, where it's actually metal, we'll show you in a second, looked like plastic. I was worried that the wood finish on this thing was not going to actually be of any substance, and I was worried that it was either going to be really, really heavy or really, really light and cheap feeling. I can honestly say this lightsaber surprised me. This is one that I would actually hang on my wall. This is one that I would go out of my way to buy. And that's saying a lot because I did not feel that way when I first saw this thing. So let's open it up. I feel like every time I do one of these unboxings, I look down at the lightsaber and react like I'm looking at a newborn for the first time. Gungi's lightsaber, let's get an up close look at this thing. You know, it's just hard not to think of the word elegant when I look at lightsabers, and especially this one. I mean, look at this. It's like it was carved up from your grandma's entertainment center. All right, so this lightsaber is not my own, so I'm not gonna remove the stickers from it, but let's go through all the details on it. First of all, we got the CoverTech belt clip, which is awesome. Going to the pommel here. Got a unique kind of cutout here. Got a lot of area there for some sound ventilation. Got some nice striping here as if this was hand carved. You know, it's just so rewarding seeing this put together in the Clone Wars and then being able to hold it myself. The wood finish here, like, it's hard to see with some of the light here, trying to not have a glare, but you see kind of the grain there. It's really, really impressive. I gotta say, it doesn't feel like it's a cheap material. It actually feels like this could be a legitimate lightsaber, like a legitimate wood carving. Here we've got some very intricate details. I was also worried that these were gonna look and feel like cheap plastic, but you can kind of hear there the metallic tinge of my finger hitting the side there. This button here is where you ignite the lightsaber. It's so funny because every time I try to ignite this for a video, I go to one of these buttons and I always have to fumble to get down here, but it's in a pretty good spot. And then up top, we've got where the blade sits. So the emitter itself, it is very top heavy. All the weight in the saber is up here, as you might expect. The rest of it down here is light, but not too light. I would say like it's a well-balanced lightsaber. All right, so we're gonna install the blade. It's a quick twist as always. I love that you can interchange the blades from almost, I'd say 95% of the Disney Legacy lightsabers. We're gonna light this thing up. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. It's got such a good It's just really good. It's got such a good sound to it there. It's another unique sound, and that is impressive because just about every single Disney Legacy lightsaber has a unique sound. One thing I don't care about in swinging it right now, it doesn't sit very deep in the saber, and because of the heft here, when I swing it, it feels like it's almost a little bit loose in the base. So be wary of that if you're trying to spin this or if you're trying to go and duel with your kids or anything like that. So I was worried that this would not be spinnable. Here, it feels kind of interesting if you're holding it in the middle. If you hold it a little bit higher, so where you see a lot of Jedi hold their lightsabers, it's actually pretty spinnable. Now, this is not going to be totally like the Obi-Wan and Anakin twirling that we see in episode 2 and 3, but it does the trick. I recorded a full spin test, which I'm going to put up as a YouTube short, and you'll be able to watch that this week. All right, let's get the sound right in the mic here. It's got a good hum to it. I would say it's a medium volume. It's about average for a Disney Legacy lightsaber. Got a flash on clash being yellow. Got 3 sounds there that it rotates. Sensitivity. Pretty good. I think it's probably because it's so top heavy. It's really sensing it nicely. Oh, there was a little bit of a laggy one there. Interesting. Most of them are kind of a short. Now seeing Gungi get a lightsaber here with Disney, I'm really excited about that. Don't forget in the Acolyte, if you watch that, there was a character named Kelnaka, who was a huge Wookiee, a fully fledged Jedi Knight Wookiee who had a lightsaber. And then, of course, got Chewbacca. Tell me who your favorite Wookiee is down in the comments below. There's only one answer to that. We're gonna light this thing up in the dark. Oh, yeah. That's a good green. I would say, again, like the sound, middle of the road. The brightness is middle of the road here. Love that green. There's just something so epic about it in Star Wars. The sound matches the Clone Wars sound, so that is authentic to the screen there. Screen accurate, as we would say. The detail on the hilt is very accurate down to every nook and cranny that I saw. Tell me in the comments again if I'm wrong on that. Oh yeah, let's go. All right guys, at the beginning of this video, I said this was a first for Legacy lightsabers in 2 cases. First of all, this is the first Wookiee lightsaber to hit the shelves. Love that. I was really worried it was gonna be Kelnaka. I am Team Gungi in this case. Second of all, it is the first wood hilt. Again, I was really worried about this, but it ended up being something amazing. I hope we get to see something like this in Savi's workshop in the future where you can choose your parts that you wanna customize. What's very cool about this design in the Star Wars lore is it is designed from the trees that are on the planet Kashyyyk. So it's all the more fitting for a Wookiee lightsaber. All right guys, that's gonna do it for our Gungi review. Tell me in the comments below what you think of this lightsaber. Are you gonna be picking it up? Be sure to like and subscribe. It goes a long way for small YouTubers like me. And don't forget, trust only in the Force.